Hello everyone, it's Brad with Let's Look Brad. I have a $50 box here that I got today, and I have another $50 box coming here in a few days from now. So I will bring you in also whenever I get that secondary box, but I'm going to run through this one and see if we have any silver, see if we have any doubling or DDRs, and I would definitely bring you in when I find something. I'll bring you in here in a couple seconds whenever I pop the top on it and see if we have any silver showing on top. Okay, so we got the box up, and I don't see any silver showing right away. You got a little tone on this one right here. As you see, it's a little different color than the others are. But anywho, I will bring you in when I find something. Alright, so bringing you in, I went through about half of the box already. I found several nicer coins. Yet again, like I said, it's hard to see. Little chatter on the cheeks right there, but I don't have a 2014. And then I got a couple others here. There's a nice 1985. It's in really good shape too. Got a couple of these, the 71Ds, and then the 71Ds, and then the 74Ds that I'm going to look at. Got a nicer little 73 there I was going to look at also, but I pulled this one up a second ago, the last roll I just had, 1972D. It does have the ring of death around it, which is pretty sad, but on the back side of it, the 72Ds, you're looking for the no FG, which is going to be right in front of the tail. Get you back down. We're right up to the right side of the tail there, in between the leg and the tail. This one's kind of odd. Let's pull it up. Because it has no F, and it has a slight making of the G, but it stops. It doesn't have the curl coming in or the curl going over the top for the G. So definitely not an F there, but this is what you're more or less looking for, is the no FG on the 72Ds there. Kind of interesting, it's only just partial of the G that's actually on there. Which I will keep this one though, because I don't have a 72 with no FG. There's also the 1982P. You'll see the 1982P also has the no FG that is going to be on there. So I don't want to declare it a full no FG, but yet again, it's definitely going to be an oddity to hold this one. Oh, just bring you in for that. Keep searching. Just going to bring you back in a quick second to let you see. This is another 72D, and this is the one that I found a while ago that had that grade, little bit of G that was on there. Let's put it up under here and see. So if you see the FG, you can see it pretty clearly on there, which is just, I mean, wore down a little bit, but it's not going to be like this other 72, as you see. So I'm pretty solid on that 72D here, being the no FG, but yet again, like I said, it has the ring of death around it. It's on the edge, it's on top of the Liberty up there by his head too. But yet again, another error, which is really nice to find, because the 72D no FG are sought after. Just going to bring you in to show you that. This is a little example. So I've searched through probably another 7 or 8 different rolls. I picked up quite a few more of the 71s and 74s. I'll stack 7 or 8 of them up and then look through the scope and see if I have anything for the variety. Majority of them I just throw in the bag here that I'm going to take to the bank and swap around my coin. But here's another 72. And you can see the FG very so faintly on there. A lot of the times when I look on, I mean, you can barely see the G that's on there, which is kind of odd. But the other one that I had, you couldn't even tell it was a G. But then, the same roll when I was going through, I found the no FG. There's not one there. I looked at the loop also to double check, And this will be the 1972D. It's in decent condition. Probably, it is better than a 40, I would say. Got a little blemish on the cheek there, but above a 40, they're $220 for an OFG. So I have to debate if I'm going to send this off to PCGS to get it graded, but it is actually the only one in this variety for the 72 that I have. So I might send it off. Just a guessing game on it, but I will bring you back in when I find something else. So a couple more rolls down, and I was looking through and found this nice 1973D. And looking through PCGS, it had a variety for a 1973D, which is going to be the DDO FS101, I want to say it is. And that would be for the doubling on the front side here. So let's get over to the end. You can tell in the inside of the end here where the doubled is at. I didn't see any additional on the God, but when you come down here to the 9, you can see this in the middle there of the 9 there. It's also split pretty good. And we'll ease over to the 7, which on the loop when I was looking at it, the 7's got this extra split here, and it's another little line going to the middle of it. Been in circulation for sure, you could tell, but the W, you can see the W there is doubled up. The T, as you see the serif on the top up here, the T is split pretty heavy. Inside or right side of the R there is coming out, it's doubled also. Same thing with the U. I didn't see it on the S or the T. You can see the Y at the bottom here is a little caper coming off of the Y. I'm not for sure if this is anything. Same thing with the T. You can see the bottom side of the T down here. Let's flip it over and see if we can see anything else on the T. I don't see the serif as much on the T. Usually the serif right here, it'll be tying, like a tying or like a drop down portion here, and it'll be split in the middle. But it's got some doubling on it. Like I say, you can tell from the R, the inside of the R here, and then on the bottom corner here. Spin around to the E, see if you can see anything. It's maybe split in the middle of the E there. I think it is. It's doubled up on the E. Hard to tell on the B, the I, or the L, but it's definitely doubled. So it's going to be a 1973D FS 101. It's in really good shape. But yet again, another error that we can add to the collection. And I also found an oddity a while ago. Someone wound up taking a good size P there and stamping it on there. So I'll hold it out too. It's actually pretty cool. But I was able to find a really nice 97. I mean, there's literally nothing on there. Brand new. Well, keep searching. A couple more rolls left. Okay, so I finished the box, and I basically just had what I originally had on the table here. We pulled that 1972 with the no FG on the back. Pretty nice to have that one. Like I said, it's not in best condition, but it's definitely not below a 40. And like I say, on the 40, actually I double checked it. It's it grades at a 40 or higher. It's at $275, which is pretty nice to actually find one because this is my first one. Then we moved to the 1973D, and it has the doubling on the front side of it, especially on the date and in God We Trust. So it's definitely going to be the FS101. I checked it on Vista Variety, and it is what I found out to be the FS101. We had that oddity with the P in the chin there. And then we picked up, like, all of these that I don't have in my collection so far. I've got the 2014 P, the 97P, which it's brand new. I mean, it doesn't have a single scratch or a little buff mark there on his cheek, right below the eye. The 1985, 1974, 73, 72, and 71 that were all found in this box. It's actually pretty nice, but I am going to incorporate this video into the next $50 box here in a couple of days. I'll bring you back in whenever I have that box. Hello everyone, I'm back with the second box that I'd mentioned. I had actually ordered it. It's supposed to come in on Friday. It never hit Friday or Saturday. Monday being that it was a holiday for the banks that were closed. So I was able to get the box today, and I was going to also show you, like I said, while I got the $50 box, this is actually a order, or not an order, a piece that I'd got from a smaller town. They only wanted 15 bucks for it, but all of these notes are from the Carson City, Nevada. It's $18.99. It's $1.80. Here's a $4.20. That's from 1900. But this one blew me away. From 1904, $3,659. Man, imagine how rich that guy was. But also, too, it's the back side of it also. There's several more notes. And then there's another one that's actually behind here. I haven't opened it up yet, and I'll need to get my gloves and stuff on, but I haven't got a casing to be able to put each of these in a casing. They're not but about $20, $30, $40 a piece. I think the one right here is a little more expensive. This name I'd looked up, and I guess his name is worth something. But yet again, I'll look it up a little more here a little later. Just wanted to show y'all since I had it. These are the coins that we had originally from the first box. So these are all the not intended for circulations, NIFCs. There's a couple more there too, but that's the no FG that we had on the video, and then that's the doubling on the front side there for that FS101. I'm gonna go ahead and open this box and get into it, but I will bring you in if I find anything in there, any doublings, any DDRs. Looking for the 1972D no FG like we have here. It'd be nice to get a couple more of those. Also looking for the 1982P, which has the no FG on the backs of it also. Any silvers, of course, and IFCs also. Bring it back in. So just to show you, I was tearing the box open. I'm not for sure on this one right here. It might not be, but I know for definite that is a 1967 40%er there. So that's definitely silver on top. That's nice. Well, we'll get into it and see if we can find some more silver. Alright, so just shortly ago, a couple of rolls in, I didn't find anything, but I showed you that we had that 40% silver. And I just opened this roll up. It looks like I got one right there. Let's see. Oop, I'm dropping off the table. Give me a 68 40%er. That's a plus. Oh, we'll keep hunting. Bring you in real quick because I have the roll with the 40%er at the end of it. See if I can open it up. Nice if it had some more inside. Let's see. And it does. It has a couple of them in there. So there's the ender that's laying on the table, and as you see, there's two more. Nice. Let's see. So that's a 67. Let's go right here to this one. That was going to be a 69. Another 40%er. And then where is that last one? There she is. And 66. So there's a 3 in that roll. Sweet. So that will make 4 so far, 4 40%ers for the box. See if we got anything else in here, but I found these right here are just a variety. I say variety, but the 71s, 71D, and then the 74Ds. Basically, when I go through the rolls, I'll just set them off to the side, and then I'll then take my digital microscope there and look in all these to see if I have a variety. But the majority of the time, I just throw them back in the bag. If there's nothing there, let's keep searching. All right, we're bringing it back in. Got another roll here, about 3 rolls after I found those 3. There's another silver right here at the end of this one. It's going to be a 68. Another 40%er. It's 5 so far. Quite a few rolls left. Let's keep looking. So I checked through the varieties per se. I didn't find anything, but I went to the next roll, and at the end right here, got another 40%er looks like. It's a 67. Makes 6 on the box. Keep looking. So I opened the next roll up, and it looks like it might be one here in the middle, but pretty dirty. Let's see. It looks like it's toned. Yeah, it's a 66. It's just got a lot of toning on it. Like it's black on the rim too. Cool. Makes 7. And quite a few that I set aside just to check for the variety. Keep after it. Well, that's it for the second box. I was able to find 7 silvers, 40%ers. Got 2 66s, 2 67s, 2 68s, and 1 in the 69s. Which this was from the last haul from, actually, my bad, this was also in the second box. This is an NIFC, really nice 1997. I don't have a 97, which would be great to add to the collection. And then the previous coins that I had from the last box, as you see, are really nice. Could be upgraders. I haven't looked at them yet. I just set them aside after I clipped them. And then those 2 varieties that I had, the FG and then FS101. Well, that's it for this episode here. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're watching the video, and leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Have a great day.